Picture this. You wake up, look out your window, and realize the land beneath your feet cost you absolutely nothing. No mortgage, no down payment, no years of saving. Just land, yours, completely free. This is not a fantasy from some old Western movie. This is actually happening right now in towns across America, and most people have no idea these programs even exist. Today, we are counting down the top 10 towns in the United States that are literally giving away free land to people willing to move there, and by the end of this video, you might seriously be considering packing your bags. Here is the one thing you need to understand about why this is happening. Many small towns across the heartland are facing a population crisis. Young people leave, businesses close, and these communities begin to shrink. So local governments get creative. They decide that giving away land is a small price to pay if it means bringing in new residents, new taxpayers, and new life. It is a win for them and potentially a life-changing win for you. Let us get into it. Coming in at number 10 is Lincoln, Kansas. This little town sits in the rolling plains of north-central Kansas and has been watching its population decline for decades. To reverse that trend, Lincoln has offered free residential lots to anyone willing to build a home and actually live in it. The key here is commitment. You have to construct a home within a set time frame and make Lincoln your actual residence. But if you can do that, you walk away with land that would otherwise cost you tens of thousands of dollars in most other parts of the country. The town itself has a genuine small-town charm, with local shops, a historic courthouse, and the kind of neighbor relationships that most city dwellers only dream about. Number 9 brings us to Marquette, Kansas. Yes, another Kansas town, and there is a reason Kansas keeps appearing on lists like this. The state has been aggressive about land giveaway programs because the need is real. Marquette is a tiny community that has used free land incentives to attract new families and even some remote workers who discovered that a rural lifestyle pairs surprisingly well with a laptop and a good internet connection. The town is quiet, peaceful, and the cost of living beyond the land itself is remarkably low. At number 8, we head to Curtis, Nebraska. Nebraska is another state that has embraced this strategy hard. Curtis offers free lots in designated areas and has structured their program to make building a home as straightforward as possible. The community takes pride in its school system and its tight-knit culture. For families looking to escape the noise and expense of urban life, Curtis presents a genuinely compelling case. Number 7 is Elwood, Nebraska. Similar to Curtis, Elwood has made land available to attract new residents willing to put down roots. What makes Elwood interesting is how the local community rallies around newcomers. Residents here genuinely want more neighbors, and that welcoming attitude can make all the difference when you are uprooting your life to move somewhere new. Number 6 takes us to Marne, Iowa. Iowa might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think about bold economic experiments, but Marne has been quietly running one of the more interesting programs of this kind. The town is small, very small, but the land is real and the opportunity is legitimate. Marne has positioned itself as a place where you can essentially restart your financial life from a much stronger foundation simply by eliminating land costs from your housing equation entirely. At number 5, we have New Richland, Minnesota. Minnesota brings a slightly different flavor to this conversation. The climate is colder, the landscapes are stunning, and the people here are known for a particular brand of Midwestern warmth and resilience. New Richland has worked hard to bring in new residents by offering land incentives combined with a community that genuinely invests in your success once you arrive. The schools are good, the community is engaged, and the surrounding nature is honestly beautiful. Number 4 is Claremont, Minnesota. Another Minnesota entry, and again, the pattern holds. Claremont has seen population decline and responded with action rather than resignation. Their free land programs have specific requirements around home construction timelines and residency commitments, but for people who meet those benchmarks, the financial upside is enormous. Think about what eliminating land cost from your housing budget does for your long-term financial picture. It is genuinely transformational. We are in the top 3 now, and things get really interesting. At number 3 is Plainville, Kansas. Plainville has gone beyond just offering free land. The town has actively worked to create an ecosystem that makes moving there worthwhile beyond the land itself. Local leadership has invested in infrastructure, community programming, and outreach to attract diverse groups of people including entrepreneurs, retirees, and remote working professionals. The free land is the hook, but Plainville has worked hard to make sure there is substance behind that hook. Before we move to number 2, here's what most people miss about free land programs. They're useless without reliable income. Property taxes, utilities, and daily expenses don't disappear just because the land was free. That's why smart people pair opportunities like this with a location-independent income stream. And that's exactly what Tube Mastery by Matt Parr teaches. It's a proven system for building faceless, automated YouTube channels without filming yourself, editing videos, or trading hours for money. This is how people turn free land into a sustainable lifestyle instead of a financial trap. If you want real freedom, not just free property, the link below shows the blueprint people are using right now. Number 2 on our list is Beatrice, Nebraska. Beatrice is one of the more well-known examples of a free land program in America, and for good reason. Their homestead program has been running for years and has a real track record of success stories. The town is larger than many others on this list, which means more amenities, more services, and more community infrastructure already in place. Moving to Beatrice feels less like a leap into the unknown and more like a calculated relocation decision backed by evidence that the program actually works. People have moved here, built homes, and built lives. The proof is in the neighborhoods that exist today because of this program. And at number 1, the town that best represents everything this movement is about is Mineola, Kansas. Mineola sits in the southwestern corner of Kansas and has crafted one of the most comprehensive free land programs in the country. What sets Mineola apart is not just the land offer itself, but the intentionality behind it. Local officials and community members have thought deeply about what it takes to not just attract people, but to keep them. They have worked on infrastructure, on community culture, on making the town a place where people genuinely want to stay for the long haul. Free land is the opening offer. The community is the real deal. Now here is what you absolutely need to know before you start looking up moving companies. Every single one of these programs comes with conditions. Most require you to build a home within a specific window, usually somewhere between 1 and 2 years. Most require you to establish genuine legal residency. Some have requirements around the size or value of the home you build. These are not giveaways with zero strings attached. They are investment partnerships between towns that need people and people who need opportunity. Going in with clear eyes about those requirements is essential. Also understand that the cost of land is only one piece of the housing puzzle. You still need to finance and build a home. You still need to consider local job markets or whether your current job allows remote work. You need to think about schools if you have kids, about healthcare access, about what your daily life will actually look like in a small rural community. For the right person or family, these programs represent one of the most remarkable financial opportunities available in America today. For someone who underestimates what rural life actually involves, it can be a challenging adjustment. But here's the bottom line. At a time when housing costs are squeezing people out of cities and home ownership feels increasingly out of reach for millions of Americans, these programs offer something genuinely rare. A real path to owning land, to building a home, to planting roots somewhere that actually wants you there. If any of these towns caught your attention, do yourself a favor and research their current program status directly. Programs change, lots fill up, and availability shifts over time. The opportunity is real, but it will not wait forever. If this video opened your eyes to something you never knew existed, hit that like button and share this with someone who has been dreaming about a fresh start. And if you want more content about hidden opportunities, unconventional paths to wealth, and the kind of information most people never stumble across, subscribe right now because we have got a lot more where this came from.